Well, Tariq, out here at Pro Day, you just finished up your workout. How do you think you did today?
Sure. I think I did pretty well. At the combine, I did drills and stuff, but today I wanted to establish that I can move even better and improve from what I did at the combine. And also, I didn't do bench and broad at the combine, so today I did it. And, broad, I thought I could jump farther, but they had me do it like 16 times. But the bench, I felt great after that just because I was telling people, I was like, oh, I don't know about the bench. Because I didn't do it at the combine, so I was like, I don't know about the bench. I made it like 5 or 6. And then next thing you know, I went in there, I did 12. So I was happy, and that's something that I accomplished. And I came out here and did what I had to do.
How much was that bench press something you had worked on the last few weeks? Were you training for this moment?
Oh, yeah. So throughout my whole training process, I was here in Florida. So I was working on bench like all the time. But before I left Florida, we wanted to have like a certain number to meet. So that way at the combine, if I did want to do it, I had a chance. And then I didn't meet that number. So at the combine, I flew here, worked out, did upper body a couple times here. And then sure enough, Pro Day came. And I got the results I wanted. Well, I exceeded the results that I had wanted, so I was very happy with that.
So I guess the advantage of doing it here versus there is just having that extra time to train at it and to improve that more.
Oh, yes, sir, yes. I feel like the extra time did help, and it just felt good doing it here at UTSA with all my friends and family and my former teammates and coaches, so it just felt good.
What was the thinking on the broad jump doing that here versus doing that in Indy?
I approached it with the same mindset. Really, I just wanted to just jump. I know I'm a good athlete, and I know what I'm capable of. So I just went out there, did broad, and a couple of them I did further, did my final result. But they got certain rules, your hand can't touch and stuff like that. And my arms are super long, so I wasn't intentionally trying to touch, the turf, but it just ended up being like that.
What's the mental aspect of preparing for this thing like this?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just approach it just like I approach the combine. Same training regimen, just make sure I stay focused. And I know from a combine to now, it gives you different things to work on because you hear from the different teams and what they see and what they can, tell you to improve on. So I approach it with the same mindset, knowing that I just had different things to improve on, and I did that today.
Since the Senior Bowl and combine, it seems like you've had a lot of attention. Is that kind of fair to say your stock has kind of risen these last few months?
Oh yeah, no, it's safe to say that, yes, sir. I feel like going into Senior Bowl, I had like different question marks about me, like, oh, we hear this guy's an athlete, oh, we hear about this guy doing this and that, and I was just able to showcase it in front of all 32 teams and versus, bigger competition because they say Conference USA, we don't have that much competition, so went out there and displayed I can go against some guys at bigger schools, and then once I did that, my draft stock risen, and then next thing I went to the combine, I handled visits and, ended up making history, so that helped me out a lot because you really don't see a lot of guys my size, running the 4.2. So it was always a blessing. And then just coming here today and showcase that I improved from Senior Bowl to combine to now, it's just a great feeling. So I feel great with what I did today. Feel happy.
Do you ever look back at that week where they switched you from a wide receiver to a DB and think about that to now? I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but it seems like it was.
Oh yeah. No, I think about it because it was when I found out he wanted to do it, I'd be at practice trying to sneak to the receiver drills, and Coach Wilson would be like, no, go to the cornerbacks. I'd be like, no, I'm a receiver. You're like, no, go to the cornerbacks. And I was a young guy, really didn't see it, and a couple other coaches were like, you really can do this. You can get paid doing this. So just looking back at it now, it was just a blessing in disguise. And now that I'm older, I understand, and I'm just happy that it all happened and, played out this way. Yes, sir.
What's next for you now? Between now and the combine, what do you work on?
So I have a couple of visits with teams, some on Zoom, some in person. I have a Zoom tomorrow with the Buccaneers, and then I fly to Las Vegas to the Raiders April 11th. Then from there I fly to Carolina to the Panthers on the 12th, and then from there I fly to the Colts. So I got kind of busy April, but hopefully in the Pro Day, open some more eyes and more visits will come. But right now, those are the ones I got lined up, and I'm just happy I got them.
Do you take a look at the projections or talk to people about where you might go? Have you thought about that sort of thing?
Honestly, I pay attention to it a little bit. I wouldn't say I don't, but I really don't focus on it too much just because, a guy can get drafted anywhere. It could be first round, seventh round. My thing is I just want to be there longer. You could be a first round pick. I could be a sixth round pick. I just want to be there longer than that first round pick. So, the only thing different is the money that you start off with. But obviously, if you're in the game longer than somebody else, then all that extra money and stuff will come. So I'm not really worried about too much, but it would be nice to go first 3 rounds, and that's something I've been hearing, first 3 rounds, second round, third round, and stuff like that. But I really don't let it get to me. It's just a blessing to be in that position, so I wouldn't have any in the way.
This technically is going to be probably your last day you're going to be on this field doing anything from a football standpoint. Memories?
Oh, yeah. I made more memories at the old facility than this one, but, just being here with this facility being built and, coming out here the first day of fall camp, and we all like, oh, yeah, we got grass field, turf look good, and the grass is fresh. So, I made a pretty good amount of memories here, and, at the old practice field, I made a lot more. So, it's not everything doesn't really feel real right now, but slowly and surely as the drought get here, it'll start coming into light and start feeling real. But right now I've been letting it all sink in, and since I've been here in San Antonio, I've still been around these guys just because I miss them. I was going training, so it just feels good to be around them again. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tariq.
All right, thanks, Tariq.
Good to talk to
Appreciate
you.
it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.